welcome to an Exile. This is a three-part video. This is part one. It's based on an MSNBC article where resumes including they, them pronouns are more likely to be overlooked. Welcome to Doug in Exile. Thanks for subscribing. We really need you to subscribe. Why? Purely because I just want to brag about how many thousands of subscribers I have. Come on, why do you think I want a subscriber? Big numbers. Where have you been? Okay, we have a great article today. This is like our State of the Union. Forget what Biden did, from the White House. This is the real state of the American Union right here. Here we go. Resumes including they, them pronouns are more likely to be overlooked. New report finds. For all the diversity, equity, and inclusion kids out there with the they, them, that's non-binary. That means you do not identify as he, him, or she, her. They're going, hey, I'm a they, them. By the way, I know these people in real life. And yes, they're exactly as stereotypical, difficult as you'd think they were. Okay, let's get to this. This is on NBC.com. Here's their stereotype photograph of a they, them that they got from the stock photo pile. That's supposed to be your employee. Inclusivity shouldn't just be present in the workplace. It should be practiced during the hiring process as well. But unfortunately, non-binary job seekers are facing clear biases during their job search, because I think a whole lot of this is BS, but because there's a lot of reasons why you would not want someone with a they, them in their description for a job. According to a new report from business.com, a business research platform, over 80% of non-binary people believe that identifying as non-binary would hurt their job search. Now, this one's an easy one, 80% of non-binary, because, I hate to make these blanket judgments, but this is a blanket judgment, okay? If you're going around calling yourself non-binary, you already think you're a victim. You already think there's something wrong with you, and you already think there's something wrong with the whole world, that you are walking around saying that you're non-binary. So this is already self-selecting. So of course, 80% of non-binary people would believe that the whole world is against them. This is true, by the way. I have the same thing. We all face victim mentality, okay? So I'm a conservative evangelical in the arts, and you get passed up for a job. I'm a pro-lifer, and I go up for an animation job at a normal video game company, which is something I've done for 30 years, right? And you don't get the job, and you go, oh, I know why. It's not because I suck or because I'm loud or I have a big mouth or that I'm aging out. It's because I'm pro-life. That's why I didn't get the job. So if you walk around as a victim, then that will always be the reason for why you didn't get a job, instead of you just being an ass. Here we go. 80% of non-binary people believe that identifying as a non-binary would hurt their job search. Similarly, 51% believed their gender identity has affected their workplace experience very or somewhat negatively. And they're saying that's a bad thing. And I'm saying that's a life lesson. Yes. Guess what? People don't want to hear about your gender identity. How about keep it to yourself? How about if I walk around saying this is my gender or this is my sexual proclivity? That's what I don't like about homosexuality. Homosexuality, people going around saying, I just want you to know that I'm attracted to my same sex. I'm attracted to my same sex. And, do I walk around going to a bank saying, give me a loan? I'm attracted to the opposite sex. I like making out. I like showering with my wife, all the things that I like. And I want you to think of even weirder things that could be associated with that. If I walked around saying that's my whole identity, give me a job. It's my entire identity. I have a foot fetish. It's my whole identity. Now give me this job on this oil rig right now. See, you go like, hey, I really don't care what your gender is, but if all you're doing is talking about your gender at a job interview, red flag, because, hey, dude, just make the coffee, barista, make the coffee. Your face is already covered in piercings and tattoos and ear gauges and a mohawk, and it's pink. And now I got to hear what your sexual preferences are, what you identify as. Hey, I identify as they, them. I'm like, okay, Greg, make the coffee and make it fast and make it good. Because you know what? I love hiring they, thems. I love it when they do great work. In fact, I've hired a lot of they, thems. I've hired a ton of trans, post-op trans guys as girls. I've hired witches, Satanists, atheists, lesbians, tons of them. But guess what? I hired the most talented ones, the very best ones who were better than anyone else. And you know what? Some heterosexual Christian conservative can come up to me and go, Doug, you need to hire me because, hey, bro, I stink at my job. But, secret handshake, I'm white and I'm a Christian. And I'd say, hit the road. I got me some trans atheists to hire because I want to make money and I want our job to be good. I want good work. I don't care if you agree with me. That's what all of these identity politics people don't understand about businesses. At least we used to want to make money before we started Bud Lighting the entire world. Ryan McGonigal, director of industry research at business.com and author of the report, says these statistics show just how much work there is to do around diversity, equity, and inclusion and belonging in the workplace. No, you got it wrong, Ryan. It shows how we need to jettison this stuff so that companies can operate. Here's Ryan McGonigal. We, quote, we clearly have more work to do on several fronts. Probably one of the fronts would not be productivity, I'm guessing. Over the past 10 years, DEIB, I don't know what the B stands for, Department of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and BS, have been prioritized by many companies. However, the results of this study and past research show that teams in the most industries aren't proportionally representative in the US population. That is, people who go around saying that you must call them they, them there aren't enough of them in the workplace, according to Ryan McGonigal. Many people, like the non-binary individuals we spoke with in our research, they feel like they don't belong. Yeah. I wonder why you feel like you don't belong. You non-binary individuals feel like you don't belong. Number one is you probably don't belong. But you even identify yourselves. This is what's so funny is non-binary is basically saying, I don't belong. I don't belong to men and I don't belong to women. I'm non-binary. I don't belong with you people. And they're all, guess what? They don't feel like they belong. That was your choice. Isn't that the whole idea of being non-binary, is to not belong? Okay, thank you all for watching. This has been Doug in Exile. This is just part one. You can click wherever to see part two.